we are unfortunately missing Jean Dao today, but we'll endeavor without him. It's currently a sort of downtime situation. You guys don't have an immediately pressing concern now that you've atomized the current threat, who had been offering you gifts and offering you time off and holidays.
Boo.
So yeah, you guys sort of have a bit of time to work towards dealing with any potential threats coming up or dealing with your aspirations and obsessions and things like that before the next sort of phase of the story goes on. So anyone want to start first, or will I start randomly allotting people?
A lot.
Okay, time to get out the 1d3.
Yes.
I have a 1d3.
That's
Cool.
true. Danny, get out the 1d3.
Okay, who's what number?
We'll probably go in Discord order name because everyone should be able to see that in the
What does
same
it look
order.
like? Is it like a ball or like rounded on the sides or?
It's a d6 that
Oh.
has 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s.
Oh, Dawson does
That's
not
a
really
lazy
nice.
one.
Yeah.
I thought it was some sort of impossible
Yeah,
fate.
I know, right? 2.
That's
Okay.
me! You'll
Okay,
pay for
experience.
this.
You're gonna get the first chance to do things.
Normally I'd be loving that. Shut up. Hello, I'm Experience.
Hi, Experience.
I'm gonna be, well, I guess the more interesting, the less interesting solo thing that'll take less time is to try and, not deal with the Guardians, but like, go
Deal with
and
the Guardians.
showcase.
Guardians.
I'm gonna massacre them all. No, I'm gonna show face and I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I'm not actually like crazy. Don't worry, and I wanna like put myself in society a little bit more. So I'm less of like this character that they're just gonna be like, yep, time to kill him.
Which is fair, especially given his general vibe that people have probably been suspicious and like keeping an eye on him for a while.
I've come to realize maybe the people I'm with are the people who are against me.
There's no central overall meeting space for the Guardians because they're spy-ish. But there are places where you can go to meet with like a small number of them, or to arrange meetings, like go to or just reach out to your epot, who is the equivalent of like the spy master, who sort of also is people's handlers to a degree.
I have a handler?
To a degree, it's not like there's not enough Guardians for like everyone to have a handler.
Okay. I was about to
So
say,
like that's why like
it is?
I'm like to a degree, but not
Hmm.
really.
Okay.
Like, but in central Sydney itself, there are only 7 Guardians.
And I'm one of them?
You are one at least one of them. Yes.
I'm at least one of them?
Yes.
So I'm not more than one right now.
Well, depends on depending on how we wanted to count it, because there's at least 2 experiences inside of you. So
I got more experiences than that.
do you? Okay.
Sorry,
That's worrying.
I'm used to the low, the conversation, which is like, this is so stupid. All right.
Wait a second. There's still something she is on my list. That's not useful. Okay.
She is.
So yeah. That's one of the names of the she is what I just filtered them out. What was that thing?
You know what? No. Continue. We'll never know.
Yeah, I'll have to look it
Comments
up after.
can guess.
So yes, there are a small number, the main ones that you've interacted with before, would be the Theodora, who
I don't want
was
to talk to the crown ladies.
okay. Then
Who is okay? Am
John,
I?
I'll read out the pitch for all the ones in your area, and you can tell me which one.
Someone just before even the pitch happens, just someone who, if there's a handler for multiple people, I don't necessarily have one, but someone who looks over them. That's the person who may be responsible for me, and may be responsible for ending me or attempting to. So that's the person I should try and meet with.
There are two that would be potentially the highest threats to you / handlers.
Okay.
Okay, there's the Epot, who's like the spy master.
Yep.
They are a Morse spy master that crafts the god-slaying tools.
Sounds sick.
The Telchinese. Their thing, yeah, they're a crafter and they make weapons that are really good at like one-shotting.
Jean Dao would like that. They had a sword. Probably.
But it also includes like poisons and sneaky things that
Yeah, not
they
honorable.
wouldn't necessarily approve of.
I don't know. Jean Dao's a mixed bag. You think he hates one thing and he likes it? You think he likes one thing and he's like, no, I hate that. The heck?
The second is the person you said, no, I don't want to meet them again.
Oh my god, the crown lady?
Yeah, the actress Theodora, yeah, because her role in the Guardians is she's the Susceptor, where she will look out for potential threats
Oh.
and people who might turn in the Guardians, people who might, if anyone comes into the Concilium who's actually maybe a CS spy, she looks for threats inside the Diamond Order.
Alright, I guess I have to talk to her.
So those are the two people I think would fit what you put forward.
No, the one that gauges the threats, yeah. Hey, I'm not a threat. Well, obviously I won't say it like that, but why are they telling me they're not a threat? I think they're a threat. No.
To reverse psychology, they must be trying to tell me and threaten me.
Yes. To Theodora.
Okay, so you're going to try and arrange a meeting. It's probably going to be on their turf to a degree.
That's
But
fine.
so maybe like after a show that they're performing.
What a great show. I love theatre. God, I hate
It is in the more fancy area of town than I guess you're normally used to as well.
Okay. I guess I won't wear my rat mask.
I mean, it's not like it's it's not an appealing appearance, but also theoretically you're doing this outside, like not out in front of normal people.
I don't think I'm going to wear the rat mask today.
I think they're going to be curious about why you arranged this meeting.
Yeah, I need to I need to have a guise for the actual meaning of it, and I'm going to give the guise under being helpful and doing my guardian duty to the person who gauges threats, because that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
So we had a lot of Sia interactions. I'm sure she probably knows something. And I just wanted to debrief in person. I know it's been a while and we hadn't really, gotten off on the best foot last time, but
That makes a lot of sense. Like your identity was impersonated by a seer for the past 2 weeks. That makes perfect sense to me.
This is an olive branch. Because I was mean to her last time. Not really mean, but I was critical, and then she was like, I hate you. Okay.
What I remember, there was something I can't remember the exact specifics. There was some exchange where there was a lot of dismissiveness towards both directions or something.
It was like we contacted them when we were trying to find who attempted to kill Arthur Taylor in the car crash, when we found the bit of clothes that was meshed in the wall.
Yeah, and then you saw on the Nimbus that it was a crown. You're like, well,
And so
these
we
are
met up
people.
with these people, and then we're like, "It's you!" Not that much, but we were like, "Okay, who else could it be if it's not you guys?" And then they're like, "Well, you gotta give us something, bro. Like, what do you think?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, but like, we're coming with this request, and you're not doing anything." And then we didn't really do anything.
Okay, so I think she is going to appreciate this as useful intel. I do think at one stage during it, she may request for you to say certain bits in like high speech, or like say that like this is true or something in high
I'm
speech.
not lying, man. It's all right.
Well, it's just like, oh no, that wasn't me who did those things. It was a seer in disguise. Like,
Sure, buddy.
like it's just like an
I
innately
swear.
suspicious. Like, no. I didn't commit any war crimes. That was war crimes. Steve wearing my face.
Define war crimes, but yes, I'll be happy to confirm.
So that is probably going to win you some points. Yeah, I that makes it
Yes.
complete. That's very sensible. There's a degree of responsibility, initiative in going to it rather than waiting until that they notice it. Makes a lot of sense to me.
God, I'm built different now. I'm a genius. Yes.
And as a result, can I get like a perception-y or empathy roll or something like that?
I think I'm good at empathy, so I
Yeah,
guess we'll do
yeah,
perception.
that's why I started with perception. I can never in this game. I can never say like just an empathy roll on its own unless like it's very specific.
All right. I will roll 6 dice. I got 2 successes. I'm chilling.
Yeah, I'd say from that you don't get any sense of hostility from them after that. Like, and
Good.
at no point during this did your mage sight go off.
Okay. We're just 2 people talking. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I've cemented myself. I'm not a rascal. I'm simply was in a poor position and it was exploited, but I've come to remedy. I have remedied, and now I'm reporting the remedy.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna have any issues going. Yeah, and then we killed him. Like, as well. Like if any group to go, yeah, and then after this, that issue is resolved. So is there any threat of it happening again? No, he
Please?
won't
What's
be troubling
happening?
us again.
Did I mute? Oh, hold on. Okay, say
Hold
everything
on.
again. There was no volume.
Oh, from me?
Yeah, no, that was my headphones. That just came unplugged. I was looking at it.
I was just
Saw you
So
lighting
I
up, and I heard nothing.
the it's got that thing where like your train of thought, like when you go through a door or something, and you're like, wait, what was I just talking
Wait,
about?
where am I?
I think yeah, she'd also be one of those people you say they'd probably be curious about like would this happen again, and at some stage you'd have been like, well, no, there's no risk from this seer any further.
He's not a threat.
He has been definitely eliminated. Like
He
he's
got atomized.
like it can sometimes be ambiguous with mages and monsters and things like that. Like how when the ghosts got killed, but they were still alive after being killed. There's technically the slight chance that a ghost forms, but it's very rare that a wizard forms a ghost.
Yeah,
And
only
I
killed
imagine
people.
they'd be, as a guardian, they'd be very understanding of like, okay, yep, you guys decided that was the appropriate, that it was right to kill this person, that they were that much of a threat.
Yeah.
They were regularly mind controlling people and usurping your identities, and
Yep. The right thing to do. Just convince the cabal of that.
they trust your judgment.
That's a mistake, but yeah.
That's the thing of the guardians is that like they can't decide for you. They just have to like each person individually has to decide where what they see Because if someone told you to do it and you did it because you were told to, then you get kicked out of the Guardians. Like they don't let you into the Guardians if you're doing it. If you go with a just under orders mindset, they're like, nah, we can't trust you.
Damn. Free thinkers.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think that went down pretty well for you. Well, yeah.
Let's go. Life is easy.
Okay. Dane, do you have a D2?
That's a
No.
coin.
I don't have a coin.
I got a coin.
Oh, I
wants
was
to be an
wondering about
echidna?
D2 because I have seen like in the
D2s?
novel. Yeah, it's all it is a coin, but with a 1 and a 2.
That's just a coin. 3D printed.
There's also the lazy ones that are like normal die, but like it's like the D3 where it just goes 1 2 1 2 1 2.
All right. Who wants to be an echidna? It's a 5-cent piece. And who wants to be Queen Elizabeth II?
I'll be the echidna.
I guess I'll have to get Queen Elizabeth's pretty important, right?
Was she? I guess.
Yeah, but is she more important than echidnas?
Queen Elizabeth.
No.
I mean, of all the people around in this country seem to respect her, but
I got.
all right, I'll take your coin.
It came up
Maybe someone else
Queens.
will enjoy it.
So she's not the queen yet.
Who's the queen? That'd be a king.
Wait, you got a time coin?
the time coin.
Oh my god.
Uh,
The echidna? The tile? The future echidna? I don't know what I'm saying.
What does it say? Does it say Knuckles?
No!
Okay, so the current king is George V.
There
That'd
was
be the
5
dad,
of those geezers?
right?
Man,
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I should have
It-
started doing a
it's been
different
like
name.
it's like 5 or 6 back.
Nah.
From Queen Elizabeth II.
Um,
One only reigned for like a single year.
Wow. Did they?
When they
just
died?
Die or like?
I don't know. That'd require Googling.
yeah, probably died.
I only
Well, some people
remember.
just don't want to
I
be
only
king.
remember George because we talked about it in an earlier session.
We did? Why did we talk
Yeah.
about this?
Because someone would have said something about the Queen, and it's like, oh, wait, it's not. Figure out who it is.
Wait. Who's
Um,
the king right now?
George V.
Okay, because it's George VI. That's the queen's father. And then
I'm assuming it had a V in it. Assuming it's the 5th, not George V.
Nah, his middle name was.
I just hope that there was a
Frank.
gap between George VI and George VI or someone else because that just seems weird. Guess you could call your son the same name.
Sequels. Like, it's just direct sequels.
I assume that was just the reason why that happened. It was just.
Ask an expert.
Oh,
Hey,
just.
Mum,
Oh,
Ah!
God.
Mum, do you know who the king is before? So you had Queen Elizabeth.
Actually,
and
she
then it
probably
was
would know, yeah.
King George VI. Who was the king before that? Do you know? She doesn't know, guys.
Boom.
Okay, thank you. I think you're right, but that's not the. You guessed George V, guys. But she doesn't know.
I believe Domino was what the dice decided.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, you have 2 current short-term aspirations.
Yes.
1, continue to study the chicken, or to be on the lookout for threats. Which would you like to handle right now?
You know what? The threats could be coming around every time. But the chicken is on a time limit, so I'm going for a chicken.
Okay. You're gonna have to get in your car.
I let everyone know that, like, can you just
Have
like,
you
ask
gotten?
gang members
Sorry,
around?
sorry. Wait a sec. Have you gotten a new car?
Yeah, I would have gotten.
What happened to the old car?
It was stolen
it
because
got
you guys
taken.
left it at the train station for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We should have just walked to the train station. We just got the train car.
I mean, you might have. We'd have had to look up the past, like because there was like a month or 2 gap between going into the underworld and not in real life because of holidays and things like that.
Oh no, I was thinking of in character. Just like should have got the train. God damn it.
Is there even a train out to where Frankenstein is?
There's trains out there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's still hasn't. I mean, I would have had to get a car just for like business purposes.
You get Donald to take you.
This is out of Donald's jurisdiction. Sorry, scope, I guess. Donald doesn't need to know. Doesn't need to matter about this.
Why is my taking my mob boss to the vet?
Yeah.
I don't even
My
see
dog
a
is
cat or
there.
a dog.
My dog stayed overnight there. What do you come out with? Why is there no dog? My dog died. Oh,
The dog faced issues. It was for the best.
it went to a farm up
I
north.
came back with a chicken. Very sick chicken.
Yeah.
I never said dog. I meant chicken all along.
That's just what I call.
No, the chicken's name is dog.
That'll be a great name when I go meet the chicken.
I didn't name it. I adopted the chicken.
Yeah, I might use
a great
some
line
gang.
defense to McDonald now.
I might use some to gang resources for like try to get a car that we can share. Even though I'll be the one driving it.
Using the gang resources once again. We're starting
Like
to
the second
actually
time
do it.
ever.
No. Danny actually used some last session and then said, "Oh, Michael, be pleased."
That's true. We don't use it. It needs to be used more.
Okay,
I don't know if
so-
like the resources. I don't know if like vehicles have a resource dot. They probably do. Can't look it up.
I don't. Yeah, I think the 3 dots is fine for that.
Yeah.
Which means that until the end of the session, people are down to 2 dots.
Ah.
Oh no.
So, you've gotten a new swanky car.
What's the brand of the car, Jacob?
1930s
it's
brands.
Probably a Ford, right?
What type of car is it?
Historic car brand.
The Ford Model T, maybe?
Sure.
Popular cars from
It's
1930s.
colloquially known as the Tin Lizzie.
Really?
Just
It was
driving around
the
in my
most
Tin Lizzie.
sold car in history before being surpassed by the Beetle.
Not the Beetle.
My housemate didn't know what a Beetle was. Like
Really?
yeah.
The bug.
I eventually was like, because I mentioned like Herbie, the movie,
Yeah.
and he's like, I don't know what you're meaning by like a beetle.
It's the Herbie.
Ah,
Eventually, I was able to figure out the common language of punch buggy, and then it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, right.
I remember that Simpsons episode. That's how that conversation probably went down.
No, but he did punch buggy as a child, like all.
Thought you guys are ancient.
No, because it was normally the ones rather than the old ones.
Ancient.
So, yes, you've got a Model T Ford.
Brum brum.
Damn, swanky.
It was just a popular one everywhere.
How
Must be
fast does it go?
What?
Oh, it's, I don't know, like 2 miles an hour.
I don't do miles.
Damn.
It goes fast. It goes faster than your average man.
That's hopefully.
It's
What's
less
its
tiring than
man power?
It has a
Two.
top speed of 42 miles per hour, which is, in English, 68 kilometers an hour,
In English?
That's not that fast.
rather than American.
Yeah. Okay.
Off the Frankenstein I drive.
So, yes, you arrive, and there is. I'm going to say that Typhon is currently finding the situation uncomfortable. So they're spending their time with their Pokemon. They're just pick 2 animals, shove them together. They're in the barn trying to keep calm because he thinks, my Cabal mate, I think they're like, I think they've lost wisdom and are like, having some issues, but I'm not sure how to deal with that.
Don't worry about it.
I think I'll be fine. I think she's just getting more curious about the world.
Yeah.
How's the chicken
Yeah.
been? I actually came here to see how the chicken's been going.
Well, you head on in there. They're currently, I think she's poking it to see its reflexes.
Hmm.
And if you go in, you see they've got like a ruler,
Hmm.
and they're just like, I'm not going to say mistreating it, but they're not treating it well. Like it,
But they're mistreating it.
like it doesn't seem to enjoy being poked. It doesn't quite get why, and it's like trying to move away. And they're just sort of like, no, I need to do this test. And the chicken is not cooperating.
Damn, I can't really calm it down. That's like, I mean, one of you know how to calm chickens, like animals down, do you? Maybe it just needs to settle down a bit, you know.
I don't know if like they could just use magic to do that, but they just didn't. Like they like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. So they are going to get out a book on like just one of their vet books, puts it down, opens to a certain page, and the chicken ceases to move.
It's reading.
Is all. Okay, it's breathing. I think.
It is still breathing. Yes, sorry, it doesn't become fully inanimate. Yes, I should make that clear.
Guys!
It's still breathing. But it is now. They've prevented it. They've cast a life spell of, like that basically orders it to not walk. Stands.
That's kind of messed up.
Huh. Well, I'm sure it's not a problem.
And then pokes with the ruler.
So is this? What have you seen at the moment, like?
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was asking Frankenstein and Typhon. It's just like, so how is it staying alive? Is it ghosts or?
Seems that. So unfortunately, I don't have any death, so I can't be 100% sure on the effects of the ghost electricity, the ectoplasmic electricity. But from what I can see, it gelled with the corpse better than the normal electricity that I've put into previous subjects. Maybe if I altered the conductivity of the bodies, that could maybe, because when I look at it in my life side, I see and my forces side, I see that its lifespan is well, it won't be lasting much longer. But maybe if next time I bring the chicken back, if I alter the conductivity of its meat,
Jesus.
Actually,
then it'd soak in and have a longer staying effect.
maybe it's being Doesn't need the battery to keep going, but then we'd have to like recharge it every now and then.
Well, it is certainly difficult to use. You said that this battery, I think that it only had a duration of can be touched and everything for like I think a week.
Yeah, it's a week.
I think John Dow might have cast that between sessions. I think that was just before we started playing a session because we're just like that. Obviously, you need to do that for the ghost sword and the battery. But I think the duration for that was like a week, so we don't have long to keep experimenting with this.
Okay. I will. I know Cabal mates have death, so I'll try to bring them in on this. I use I might have a look at the chicken myself to see like what's going through it right, like what forces are going through it right now.
Okay. So using your sight, you can see that there are symbols of power and lines of power passing through the body of this chicken, and these forces are going in directions similar to those you would associate with a person, like it just to a living thing, but it's all just slightly off. The symbols, how they are arranged, how the energies of power are flowing, don't seem quite right, but it's close. There's either something missing or maybe this is as close as it can get. Maybe there's an element that needs tweaking. You're not quite sure at this time, but you can see that you're like maybe 1 or 2 epiphanies away from a big step.
Oh,
Frankenstein, I think, would come up to you at one stage while you're doing this.
Yeah.
And I think we need more test subjects to compare against for the.
See if they come out the set. I mean, we've got the battery still here. We can try again.
Like it's not science until it's been repeated.
That's true. I don't know. This could be like a one-off act.
Exactly.
Okay. We'll see if we can get it done again. We'll run through the experiment again. Would 2 storms in a week be a problem?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
We just need another subject.
Probably just run through the same like rolls I did last time, and we'll just say that the whole thing repeated.
Yep. But what are we going to use as the subject?
Is it just chickens, or can we like? Do you have any other like?
Theoretically, we can use practically anything that we come across that has died.
Chicken, rats. I mean, what corpses do you have right now?
Nothing. We don't really tend to get so we would have to go out and grab some. I guess we could try to see if there's any roadkill. But then we would need their bodies to be in condition.
What a fun little conversation.
It turns out a person shadow named Frankenstein with 0 empathy.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, look, there's a lot of animals out here. I'm sure one of them would be dead somewhere. Hopefully, roadkill risk probably not, but we'll see.
Yeah. So, as they begin to search, they might find a stray thing here or there, but when they look at it, they're like, no, it's got this damage to its body. No, it's this, like, they're very picky. They're like, no, it has to be basically 100% in complete condition so that, like, it doesn't then immediately die after.
How did you get this chicken in perfect condition? Was it just
Magic
lying around? Oh, okay. Might have to do a survival roll. Do I have any survival? Let me check.
I don't think anyone in the group had survival.
No. This is like the one time we'll come into
We're all
use.
thin people.
No, I don't have any survival.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have taken it.
I
It would
don't
have
have
been.
any either.
Yeah. I'll just roll 1 and see if it see if it works. Wits actually. Yeah, survival and wits to like try to find animals or.
I don't know how finessey this is.
No, he'll be intelligence. He'll be like working out where they are and all that. All right, roll 1.
In this case, it may be a resistance stat, a matter of persistence.
Oh, right. So that would be a resolve roll then.
I think so.
Okay. I mean, in that case, I'll just get like an extra roll. Let's see how it goes.
Do you only have resolve 1?
I have resolve 3, but
Okay.
no, I rolled 1 before because I thought it was working off intelligence. But if it's working off resolve, now it's just like 1 extra dice.
Rolled
Pretty
2, and then you rolled a 1.
Yeah, both of them did not work. God damn it, there's nothing out here.
Okay. Well, we have to just make something.
I'll go see if experience is free. He's got some death sight to like help scrutinize what might be missing, but
You hear you hear a sound, a thud near you,
yeah,
and your peripheral sight goes off. A life spell has been cast.
life spell. I head towards the noise. I'd let Frankenstein know.
No. It turns out it's like right behind you.
What?
They just cast a life spell to kill a small bird.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say an Indian miner.
I just didn't look up.
And they go over and pick it up. It's like, okay, we have it.
Okay, this should be in close, same family of animals as chicken, I guess.
And Typhon asks, we found it like.
Found an extra one.
So it will go about the. So yes, all the ritual, all those spells that you would have cast. We'll say that worked the same as last time.
Yeah.
And the bird does come back to life again, but it still has this cooldown. They get a countdown period of like it'll only last for maybe 2 days, which is shorter than the chicken had, I believe. I don't remember if I gave an exact amount of time for the chicken. But with this, I think like Frankenstein's going to be staring at the ton.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, I need a bird cage. Must have one of these around somewhere.
Well, you're the animal expert.
Yeah, they'll use life magic to make the bird go into the bird cage. So yeah, they're not quite sure what to think, but it's repeatable, at least.
I observed. I do the same, like, false sight on the bird and see if it's like what the differences are, if there is any.
I'd say the electricity seems to have gone through it with more, like the amount of electricity gone into it seems to have been too much for the creature, and that may be why it's got a shorter period of time.
I think you're right about the current Frankenstein. This bird's life is not being not holding on too long because we had too much of it. So if we can just like tune down the amount of current, for each animal, surely there should be like a perfect amount to sustain it. I'm gonna need to take notes, and I'll bring them home.
Okay.
I'll compare these. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, I think we'll end that there then.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny. I believe you're up.
Okay.
So, what is Snake Eyes going to be doing with their free time, we'll say?
Well, they got a couple of things to do. I think the first thing they might, I don't know how the gang works too much, but is there a place that like a lot of people check in at that they can like go around and see most of the members, or are they all spread out?
The closest would probably be the warehouse where the money and financial stuff is being handled, because everyone, You get paid.
Okay, that makes sense. So I might just wander around there and have a look for anyone who may have like the awakening or the negative what was it called, like
In the crossroads.
yeah, the
in
crossroads.
Calamity.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say there's going to be 2 that come up.
Okay.
So, first is of course Donald,
Okay.
because it'd be such an opportunity. And the second is a person named Raymond.
Okay.
Raymond is one of the toughs, but they're not like especially hard. Like they're just sort of a guy who will go around and collect money. He's not like even particularly muscular even, but he will like go with the others, just like, just another pair of hands.
Okay.
And when you look at both of them with this intent, you get both. You see that vision again.
Okay. Donald it is.
Yes.
Now, there's 3 things I gotta do. One was they need the confrontation with the lie, which should be the walkway. So not doing that straight away. They need to be curious about stuff, and they need to have the watchtower thing, which may be requiring John Dow, because he said something about souls could work, I think.
Yes, he was offering to plug in a mage soul into whoever you end up trying to awaken to see if that helps.
Yeah, which I might do as step 2. So step 1 will be trying to make Donald curious about things, because I don't know if he was really that curious about stuff last time we talked to him. Honestly,
He had some questions, but he didn't get obsessed about it.
what happened to him last time? Like, it went pretty bad, right? Like,
When you say last time, you're not
A while
meaning the
ago.
actual last time. You're meaning the big time where you had the abyssal situation with him. Is that correct?
I think so. How much does he remember and stuff?
So whenever you have traumatic experiences with abyssal things, whenever you become aware that something impossible is happening with the abyss, you forget about it shortly thereafter.
Okay.
It's fine.
So he just lost a bunch of time.
Well, you don't lose the time. You come up with another
Okay, so he has a-
explanation, and you have a breaking point.
Wow, that's not good.
So you might suddenly feel guilt or be like on edge for a while. Might be spooked.
If I kind of want to make him curious about, like, maybe that's not really what happened kind of thing. Would that give him more breaking points?
If you fully cause him to properly remembering the situation can be another trigger for breaking
What if I
point.
just like say maybe that's not what happened and like poke some holes in the story or something? Would that be a breaking point, or that would just make you really, really uncomfortable and nervous and question things?
So from memory, I think the only times that would have been directly blatant is because it was whenever they touched symbols of luck, it hurt. It just been damaged and broke them. So they'd like rust and things like that. So they would be remembering moments where they touched something and suddenly something broke. I think they broke a mirror or something, or a broken mirror.
Broken mirror is bad luck. So how do I make them start questioning things? That's the real question. I only have 1 dot in mind, so I don't really know how much I can do on that.
That's limited to nudges in that case, and information gathering.
Well, I might catch up with Donald and start, just seeing how he is, catching up. Ask him what he's been doing, because I don't think he's been driving us around too much.
Well, he has been.
Has he been driving us around?
Well, he's been driving King around.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't break
What,
the
King
facade.
doesn't even drive? What is this? He had access to like
He's got
3 of our
He's got a
cars.
driver. Like, he was when we met him. Donald had just dropped him off at Experience's house. Remember? That was when Experience came home and saw himself.
No, I actually don't. But that sounds right.
And then they said, "Get him!" And then they left at each other, and then they put Donald to sleep.
Ah, yes. Okay, that does sound familiar.
And he was
Okay,
gonna
well,
walk out with Donald, and then I was like, "No, put him down."
yep. Okay. Well, maybe I'll instead of the abyssal stuff and talking about that because he's forgotten all the other stuff, right? That's happened recently with King. And I just point out how that's like a bit like odd. Did you notice anything odd going on, like, and all that about us guys and stuff? Okay, not me. About Experience and okay, their real names. About Ernest, Kim, and Andrew. And then, would I be able to cast, like, maybe afterwards? Kind of like some sort of, like, slight nudge to maybe make them pay more attention to it than they would have probably just dismissed this guy coming up to you and talking about that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think there's an issue with that. That makes sense to me. It will be withstood
Yep, I need to
for the
spend
spell.
mana. Oh, no, wait, do we need to spend mana?
If yeah, you're not a mind.
But my legacy.
Was it a mind one?
I thought that's what you said, but I can change it if you want.
Oh, I just didn't. For some reason, I thought
That's
it was
what I
just
wrote.
fate.
That's what I wrote down.
If you have fate if you have mind as ruling now.
I did write that down, but I could have got it incorrect. What session was it from? Oh no.
I mean, it's unlikely that you would have written it down right.
Okay.
If it's written there, it's probably true.
Okay, so I don't have many dots in mind, so that's a problem.
You'll only have one safe reach,
Yeah.
and you'll have a.
Would this be like I have to be in line of sight, right, or something?
Well, you'd have to. By default, it's touch.
Okay. Can I do that? Like, it shouldn't attract too much attention, right? If I don't do anything too obvious, like with the spell.
Yeah, you just pat him on the back or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
So it has to be instant, obviously. Probably have to like. I don't want it to last for like 5 seconds and then end.
I think duration makes sense. So.
Yeah.
But I guess since you only got one dot,
Yes.
primary factor doesn't matter.
True.
There's still one step in it.
This is gonna be very difficult. I spend willpower.
Yeah, so you're gonna want some duration. You're gonna want some potency.
Yeah. Do we happen to know from past spellcasting the guy like how much like resistance he would have for this sort of thing?
I don't 100% remember.
Yeah.
I think it would be fair for you to assume that he, as an average person, he's probably got like 2.
Okay. So to get the spell to work, its potency would need to be 3. And it's starting at like 1. So I'd have to minus 4 dice.
Correct.
Oh god. I'm just trying to think how I can get something to play into this, so I can get an extra plus on the die.
So yeah, if you can get the environment line with that can be +1. If you like,
I don't cast on mind though, so I don't know too much about what would be.
Like theoretically, if you're like you're like say you're being driven somewhere, sort of suspicious conversation, like along in the car ride.
Yeah.
And like that becomes part of like the resonance of the scene. Like it become like if someone was doing that, I feel like that would create an environment of suspicion.
This is all very suspicious as you're driving, getting kind of concerned.
So that would be I'd say a fair +1 yantra.
Okay.
If you can think of any object to break or sacrifice, that's a +1. Same for your legacy. You can give gifts for +1s.
Give me a gift.
I was like, what should I
If
give
you
him?
have something to represent Donald,
I give him a toy car.
symbols of authority can be used as a silver ladder yantra.
I'm guessing they don't hand out like badges for being leaders of gangs, you know.
What the heck?
Correct, but you're in a like a car being driven by your
Underling.
yeah, I was gonna say minion, but that doesn't seem like
Minion.
Okay. I gotta use my dedicated tool. How many can I use for Yantra again?
I think you can use 3 currently.
Okay, it just takes 3 turns to cast across, right? I can't use high speed because it's a
So that'd
bit
be
too
about
obvious.
10 seconds.
Okay, so I'll use my dedicated tool to get down some paradox because I think I'm gonna overreach because I'm doing instant and I'm also doing duration.
Will send.
So dedicated tool for that, but I don't think my poker chip is gonna help in the casting at all.
I'd agree with that. So
So
you have +2 currently.
which brings me to a total of 5 dice, which I guess is fine. Wait, that's
Will
with
you
mana.
be spending any mana to reduce the product further from 2?
No, I think that's fine. I don't have a lot of mana. I really need to go to my Hallow. I feel like
Would
I keep
you-
saying that and then just
I
never
assume
go.
you're containing.
So for the duration, because by default it's a scene, I think I wanted to go a bit longer than that. So if I -2, that would get it up to a day, is it? The next one up?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's, yeah, that sounds right. Scene, day, week, month. Sounds right.
So I have 3 dice then, guys. I'm sure this is gonna work out. Oh no. Okay, I gotta roll like my wisdom, right?
Yeah, so you got 1 paradox success. Hopefully your wisdom will be enough to counter it. Mike,
Hello.
you've still got abyssal capacity.
I'm sorry,
couldn't
what
get
just
rid of it.
happened?
What?
I rolled 6 successes
Oh, wow.
on the 7
Okay.
dice. That's not even for
Heck?
casting it though.
Congratulations. You
failed
got
the
a
cast.
willpower back.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And you can choose one of the benefits, like get a condition, give him a condition that'll give.
So this isn't on the casting. This is on the
Oh yeah,
paradox
no,
thing.
you're
But
right.
I don't think that's
That's crazy. What happens with that?
probably nothing. So
But-
sad.
You still get a condition.
Okay.
I think. If you, like something good happens
I
as a
am
result. I
wisdomous.
think I think if you successfully contain it, it clears the counter for, like, you know how whenever you cast spells multiple times, like with paradox, how it makes it worse each time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it means that it like goes
Resets
against
back.
it. Yeah.
That's good, but I don't think it was gonna come up to be honest. I'm gonna roll my 3 dice. Or can I have a condition that helps me with the spellcasting roll?
That seems a bit like. Well, you can get a willpower, we'll say.
Okay. Come on, 3 dice. You're gonna fail now that I got 6 successes on 7, aren't you? Okay, something weird is happening, guys. I got 2 successes.
You're chilling, bro. What do you mean something weird?
I expected it to fail.
Okay.
I'm now full on my spells. So yeah, to Donald to question some recent things that have been going on, and just to make him a bit more, I don't know, to rethink it, not make him do something because I don't think I have the dots, just to take a bit longer to think about things than they might actually.
Keep the
just make
idea in his
sense.
head.
Yeah, it's only lasting a day though.
But hopefully, like after that, maybe he self
Yeah,
continues it.
that's the idea. Wait,
Okay.
I still got keeping experience alive. Has it been a month since I cast that yet?
No,
Okay, I'll keep it
it's
up.
been 2 weeks and like 2 days.
After having, to be a bit more suspicious, I'll have Donald drive me to my Hallow. And I'll say, thanks for the ride. And I kind of disappear around a corner that probably doesn't like, he's like, there's nothing there, right? As well. And then I want to
Yeah.
eat some mana. Get some mana.
Okay. By playing games and such.
Yeah, I got to introduce him to some new games. I can get some more card games going. We play Canasta, you know.
Oh,
Wow.
Danny's
Name any other
favorite
card game.
game.
I like Canasta. I'm good at it. Okay, we'll play Jim Rummy. Is that what it's called? Or just Rummy? How about Bridge? I've never played it. It seems.
God, you're
boring.
800 years old, man.
I've already taught them poker in 21, so those are out, you know. They already know
I
that
will
they
say you
gambling.
cannot teach canasta. It
I don't
does
have
not
2
exist.
decks. Really? When was it? I thought it was 8 years old.
I mean, yeah, it is, but like we're like, but
How do you spell
not.
canasta?
It was exactly as you would expect.
You
but
say that, but I'm really bad at that. I got it.
but it was invented in Uruguay in 1939
Ah, damn.
to design a time-efficient game that is engaging.
Oh no. Did you just cut out? Did you stop
Engaging.
after engaging, or was there more to that
Yeah.
sentence?
Engaging as bridge.
I don't like bridge. Fine. I'll teach them an Australian card game. 2 Up. Is that one?
That's
Not really a card game.
I don't
it's
know
a
anything
card
about it.
game,
Sorry.
man. Yeah, that's.
Australian card games. What do we got? 500. That's not. Is that Australian? Bartok.
Just say card games, bro.
What, like the bat?
It says card game in.
Is it named after the bat? It's the bat named after it.
The winner of each round invents a new rule which must be obeyed for the remainder of the game. I don't know. Don't mention it. Anyway, we play card games.
Okay.
I'm going to cheat as soon as I explain the
So I'm
rules.
assuming dexterity. Gnosis dexterity
Okay, yeah. that
or
makes sense.
wits, I guess. Either of those would be.
Definitely dexterity. 3 successes.
Okay. What's your mana amount, like in the hello?
Oh, that
What's
is a
the
very
dot?
good question. Oh, what's the dot of hello? It is 3.
Okay, yeah, then you can generate 3 a day.
So I get
Mhm.
3?
Yep.
Thank goodness. Okay, I feel good about my mana level now. And I beat them all in 500.
All of them.
All those little kids.
Every single child was beaten.
That would probably take away. How many are there?
I think like at least like, but depending on the day, like 8 on the low end and 22 on the high end.
Yeah, okay. I'm not playing that many games. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do with Donald and that kind of side of things. Now we just wait a couple of days.
You guys have been able to progress a bit on your obsessions. You've got 20 minutes left.
I want to catch up with experience if we have a bit of time. I don't think it should take too long.
Okay. Let's see how that goes.
Experience, are you awake?
What? I'm in my room. I'm in my with the soul stone.
Hi, yeah, I just wanted to come in and say, I really appreciate your help lately with Joan. I'm not an expert or anything on this, but I did manage to get my hands on some drugs and I'll hand them over. Just wanted to say thanks.
Sure. Thanks, I guess.
Hey,
I throw them on the table. Next to you see there's like a lot of different things now on the table.
the other day when we went to, when was it, deal with King, I think?
No, I forgot.
You felt it like very reasonable, logical. And I thought, like, is there anything you want to talk about? Because it seems a bit out of character for you.
Firstly, how dare you? Secondly, want to talk about. I don't really want to talk about anything. Okay? Feel free to ask away. Whether you get an answer or not is a different question.
Did you happen to cast a mind spell on yourself to, like, make yourself smarter?
I squint and look at you. Yes.
Are they lying?
No.
Okay, I thought I asked you. I want to use empathy to see if I believe you. Okay. Do we have to have a roll off now?
I don't know. It seems like Jacob's disappeared. So,
Maybe disconnected. You never know.
hello.
Oh, am I not fully audible again?
You're good
You're
now.
back
but
now.
Okay. I might still disconnect and reconnect in a second.
Okay. I have no idea what I'm rolling, but as I've taken over the session, let's figure it out.
Oh no.
I've gone for so long and I've already been a cert. Already the
It's a
revolution.
tough word out here, man.
So I'm fine with you. Either of you making a roll. You can both make a roll if you desire, and it would be as long as you guys get successes. You're fine.
I'm gonna roll because I definitely want to see.
You wouldn't need to beat each other's successes or anything.
Okay,
What
I'm
am I
gonna
rolling
roll.
for?
Mike, up to you. Are you lying or not? I don't know.
I'm not
You know-
lying, but
Okay.
I'm given the impression of like
Don't answer until I roll. Empathy. Okay, 2 successes.
does that mean I say it now? I'm not really lying,
So you cast a spell to make yourself smarter.
but also maybe I'm just saying it. Maybe you're just crazy. Maybe I'm not being logical or rational, but rather something else is happening.
Okay, mage sight. Mind. Do I see anything weird about him?
Yes, there is some mental effect on him.
Always a mental
you
effect
can
on me.
see. It seems like his mind is from the storytelling perspective of like and things like that, and from your mage sight, I think you would see that he's got some like, without like further scrutiny, like just the base level, he's got like some cards up his sleeve. Would you have to squint further in order to learn more? But that's what you get for the first 3 seconds, is that there's some mind thing on him.
Stop looking at me like that. I know what you're doing.
Well, why are you being so defensive? I'm just curious.
I'm not being defensive. I said ask questions if you'd like.
I did, but then your answers.
That's not a question. That's a stare.
I keep staring, but I ask. So, what did you cast the other day?
As you keep looking, you would see that I think as you like try to look at the cards that are up his sleeve, that one of the cards slips out.
No, my card.
Suddenly, can you both give me... Oh, wait, it might just be experience. Let me just double check.
I'm really concerned right now. Getting nervous.
Can you make a Gnosis Resolve roll, Mike?
Sure.
I don't need to roll.
Are you
Feel free to... Yeah, dang, you roll as well.
course.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. Never mind.
Wow, you rolled 8? My notes and resolve
I got
is
4
so low.
Gnosis, 4 Resolve.
I didn't succeed at all.
I'm gonna break. Your brain breaks when looking at me. That's how powerful experience is.
Okay, so you see that the base effect on the card is... Mike, can you reveal to the class what your current your intelligence dots and stuff are at?
Okay. So my intelligence was originally 1. I now have 8 dots of intelligence.
What?
It's a few more.
Wait, eight
It's a
dots of
little
intelligence. What?
A little improvement.
Wow.
But along with that, you suddenly get a
I'm gonna get a migraine.
Your head
flashback.
explodes.
you get a like a traumatic like flashback immediately to you fighting in World War One, and ending up having to get your leg amputated, and then eventually when you get home being not treated well, struggling to find work, and eventually starving to death, and suffering from exposure and things like that. You gain the shaken condition.
No.
You gain. There's no gain. It's a loss.
Well, it could be the spooked condition if you'd prefer, but
I really don't know the difference, to be honest.
spooked is the one where you get a beat if you do horror movie stupid things. Like, oh, I go down into the basement, or like I'm spooked, so I'm going to investigate further. type vibe.
I mean, I like that, but I just don't think it's gonna come up too much because we're not really doing things that would have horror movie vibes right now.
And then shaken is that you get a beat, I think, when you choose to automatically fail a roll because of your shaken upness.
I'll take that one. It's fine.
Okay. I don't think the guilty would have been another option, but I don't think it's thematically appropriate.
So, in character, do I know about the intelligence increase, or is that just out of character?
No. That's what you get. That's when you look at the card
Mhm.
and understand from that was the key. Like that's what the effect of this magic is.
You mean?
But then
guess I
immediately
stopped-
afterwards, you get some traumatic shit.
I stop staring and I start looking around really nervously throughout the room. You know, how
Mike, your peripheral sight also goes off.
What are you doing to me?
I'm not doing anything. Why would you say that? I was looking around more nervously around the room.
Yeah.
I say, you're really smart now. You're smarter than me.
I am at a precipice.
How, okay, for context, 5 dots intelligence is the smartest person.
Yes,
normally,
that's
right?
peak human, correct.
So they're beyond human.
I have surpassed humanity.
Wow, we should really put this to use. Can you come up with some systems? For some gambling games, or is that beneath you now? I think we can make some money.
I have more important things to attend to.
Yeah,
Money. You worry about money. We don't even use the money.
I went on a.
There's
date
3
night
resource
yesterday.
slots available every session that we don't use.
I used it the other day. Went to a really nice restaurant.
And then we still had plenty to spare.
I actually
Money?
don't remember how much it used up. If you don't want money, well, what are you after?
I sit down. I start meditating by the only way I know how.
Oh no.
Large amounts of drugs. And then I'm at peace.
I'm just gonna leave.
I'm prepping myself to astral it up.
I see you're busy doing something. Yeah, I've got some stuff to do as well. So see ya.
You're welcome to come with if you'd like.
Do I want to go there? Is it what's the benefit of going? I'm just trying to think. Storyteller. What is there anything in the astral that could relate to my
scared.
obsessions?
Oh, he's back.
No. I was just waiting for Danny was still partway through a
I
sentence.
was
Get
talking.
I don't want to interrupt players. I do that often enough as it is.
But everyone wants me to do something. Want me to make a game? Want me to use my death sight?
So there is things in the astral that can be useful. For one, theoretically, you can enter Donald's
Alright, let's go.
Oneros. You could also do stuff in regards to awakenings in general, because that's anything that has been thought about by multiple people that builds up stuff, and is reflected in the astral. And then, of course, at the very far reaches of the astral, you find the edge of existence, where there are those godlike figures.
Are there watchtowers? There'd be watchtowers in the air.
So you can sort of, there are somewhat, but they're memories. They're what people can piece together and figure out from the watchtowers. So it's not a full thing. It is it is humanity's understanding after tons and tons of years. After the thousands of years mages have been trying to figure out the watchtowers, all the knowledge of it is there.
Okay.
But also, sometimes people see the watchtower, they get glimpses of them from their astral journey. Just on the horizon, just over that hill.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll come if you're offering. I'm going to die, guys.
Alright, I don't know how you're getting in. If you're getting in my way or a different way, it's up to you.
How are you getting in?
Look in front of you, man. Everything on this table.
Is it just a bunch of drugs there?
Yeah.
Do I
You're
know
right.
if that would help me get in?
Could you make an
Probably,
occult
yeah.
roll?
I could.
You need to steal the mind. You
is
need
this
to find yourself.
superstition?
Yeah, I don't think superstition would help, but
What would be the attribute?
intelligence seems the most straightforward.
Okay. I feel like I'm doing a lot of rolling today.
And yet, you didn't roll your magic artifact dice.
Are you
Wait.
saying I should do it? Like, I'm happy to roll.
No, it's just like of all the dice you could roll.
Maybe the dice would help you get in, man.
Well,
Oh
I should
yeah.
write down my failure.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
You are a gambler. That's kind of the whole thing.
I mean, I need to know how to get in normally before going to that.
Meditate.
So you know that you
and a
can
soulstone, things like that.
Oh, I have a soulstone here.
You can use either your own soulstone, a hallow, or another soulstone, with permission from the mage. Which
Experience,
sounds like
are
you have.
using yours? Can I?
This is you. This is. Come on, man. You don't have to ask. It's clearly assumed.
Okay, I'll do that. Hey, just as a note, for the resolve roll that I made just before, what was that? What did I roll? Gnosis, I guess.
Then there was Gnosis Resolve. That
I forgot that I wrote down all my failures because I haven't failed like in ages. Because that's what I do to get. Well, yeah, I think that is technically the next one to get up.
So yeah, this would be. See what you do to go into the astral. You know that you can use a soul stone from your own, a soul from the same path, or if you gain permission. And by following the traces of the watchtower left on that soul, you can bring yourself into the astral through meditation or sleep.
Okay, this is a terrible idea, but with my shaking hands, I'm gonna copy what Experience is doing, and I'm gonna take some drugs.
Yeah. Woo!
Okay, so
Stamina.
we end this session with you two heading down deep into your minds in a haze of drugs. We'll have to see how that goes next session. Do we want to say so? We know that at the same time, like around the same time, that Domino was headed back to the Sanctum to try to get Experience's assistance or John Dow's assistance with death magic. Was that correct? I think they said they'd come back.
Yeah, I was gonna come back. Was gonna study the notes, but it was also to get like experience too.
You find us like about to go into the astral.
Well, so yeah,
experience is probably the best one to get.
So you've just arrived, I'd say, and I think if I assume there'll be no issue with me saying this, but that I think Jean Dao will be studying the wizard soul that they have in their soul dagger, in their soul knife.
Right.
So they're maybe in their forge studying that at the time, and that is where we'll end this session with a final thing. So as you guys go in, we'll have to figure out exactly the nature of your journey, but that we can do that between sessions. So yes, you guys progress some of your obsessions. Things are moving forward.
Yeah, I got a huge brain. I'm too smart to roleplay it.
You're just like, I'm like, there's something off about you. It's like, I have 8 intelligence. I would not have guessed that.
No, like that's a big number.
Like 3 or something.
Good, I need a big brain. Big brain, come along.
Everyone wants me to do everything now.
I will need to discuss between sessions what, because he's like, I've got bigger plans. The big thing is like something in the astral. He's got some goal in mind. So we'll have to figure that out. I assume that Mike didn't have like an explicit, strong idea.
I mean, it's forming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
I
think
have some idea.
Yeah, we'll figure out the exact specifics, and we'll see how that goes. I do have some ideas on how John Dow and Domino may still be like whether or not they do their own side adventure or if other things happen. So because we won't want some people just sitting out. But yes, so hope people enjoyed this sort of more study and their grand plans, sort of. Like you're working towards these sort of big things. So, just
Making an age.
inches you a bit closer. And you guys, I think with that last, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that brings you to 26 XP.
Damn, that's so
Means I
much.
can get my Gnosis up.
Oh, that's convenient. Because you were just talking about that.
It'll be the same Gnosis as me.
Well, what Gnosis are you?
4.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Can I mark that down now, or do you want to do something in the game to?
So we can say that like this happens as part of. So you can mark it down now, and it will be part of
Your astral
the
journey.
initial like opening your mind to the astral is
Okay, cool.
the thing that causes it. I'll need to make a note.
I'll need to look up for Gnosis and what that actually does.
So this will be session 41, obsessions, I guess. And Danny for Gnosis. Anyone else got experience expenditures that they're
Let's get rid of experience once and for all.
expend one
Try.
experience.
Don't worry, we've got like 2
I'm
others.
too
to
smart.
spend.
I saw it coming.
Yeah, I'll talk with Mike between sessions to figure out narrow down what is overall. Like you've got long terms, right? So possessy stuff.
Yeah.
That's your current long term. So there's nothing that could possibly go wrong with that in the astral.
I feel that's kind of the reason why I went into the astral.
I mean, you got Arcane. You got a beat for doing astral stuff already. So you did both your short terms. Okay, so yeah, I'll chat with you later, Mike.
All right. Good luck and good riddance.
Oh.
Oh, why?
Put your favorite riddance in the chat.